that could reveal the true nature of the man who would be king. Now, as you're about to see in a second, Billy Bush drops a dime on Trump with Jim Acosta, and it's all great stuff. But actually, today's story brings me back to, frankly, too many nights ensconced at the old and once venerable Bel Air Bar and Grill, 622 North Sepulveda Boulevard, LA, CA. So we take you back to 2004. Now, right next door, 640 North Sepulveda, was Mark Burnett's production company. And those guys were rolling in a pile of money from a show called Survivor. And today's story is about what would become his next big hit. Back then, I was a creative director for 25 years at what was then a badass agency in LA, so it's a business I know inside and out. Now, in fairness,
the Bush family may not always make headlines these days, but when they do, it can land like a political bomb. And this week, President George H.W. Bush's nephew stepped into the spotlight with comments that left Donald Trump scrambling. He didn't mince words. He accused Trump of twisting conservatism into a cult of personality, and he said on record that Trump's politics are poisoning America's reputation abroad. Now, for a Bush to criticize a Republican president is already news, but for a Bush family member with deep ties to the GOP establishment to take aim directly at Trump, that's dynamite.
So someone who's not.
I mean, how stupid can you be?
And that's what we're going to find out in today's breaking story. We have two unique perspectives on the secret Trump tapes that are lurking in the production vaults of Mark Burnett's world-dooming follow-up to Survivor.
New York, my city, where the wheels of the global economy never stop turning. My name's Donald Trump, and I'm the largest real estate developer in New York. I own buildings all over the place, model agencies, the Miss Universe pageant, jetliners, golf courses.
Think about the symbolism. The Bush dynasty has always represented old guard republicanism, foreign policy hawks, free trade advocates, a veneer of dignity, whether you agree with them or not. Trump blew that all up with his America First chaos, and now the Bush family is pushing back, saying enough is enough. This isn't just about one nephew's opinion. This is about a broader conservative reckoning. Do Republicans want to be remembered as the party of Reagan and Bush, or the party of Trump's indictments, tariffs, and tantrums?
This tremendous take on the raw footage tape Trump's hopes never sees the light of day. Now, after that, I'll give you a little first-hand memory from late-night drinking with the editors and the producers who cut that abomination of a show that created a fallacy of made-for-TV success out of a failing Nepo business boy, a show that caused God-fearing men to beeline for the bar, full of angst and backstory. Hey, maybe that's how my pals survived The Apprentice.
Do you understand me? And I'm going to sue you if I have to. Do you understand me?
But first, let's check out Billy Bush with Jim Acosta as he reveals the truth behind the grab video and where the skeletons of other Trump droppings are buried. It's our featured clip du jour.
Did you hear him say anything else that of this nature?
Let's be clear. Trump thrives on loyalty tests. The second anyone inside the GOP shows independence, he lashes out. We've seen it with Liz Cheney, with Mitt Romney, even with his own Vice President Mike Pence. So you can bet Trump is already drafting a Truth Social rant about the disloyal Bush clan. And here's the irony. Trump needs the establishment donors, the legacy GOP families, and the Bush network to fuel his comeback. Yet he can't stop alienating them. It's like he's cutting off his own oxygen while running a marathon.
Now, the ones they wanted belong to Mark Burnett and are in a vault somewhere in Idaho, and those are all the outtakes from the Apprentice set. But someone at Access Hollywood said, oh, wait a minute, we have that thing from 11 years ago. What about that? Didn't he say something about furniture buying and all this stuff? And wait, so then they took that and sent it to NBC News, hoping to, Access Hollywood, the little, the tiniest little division of NBC News. It's not even recognized. Like, look what we did. We've got the thing. And they went, oh, you've done so great. Here we go. And then they had it. And that's how it came to light. And they scoured that and scoured everything else.
The nephew's critique also hits Trump where it hurts: foreign policy. He warned that Trump's unpredictable trade wars, his coziness with dictators, and his attacks on NATO are undermining America's alliances. Coming from a Bush, a family literally defined by foreign policy leadership, that's a dagger straight to Trump's weak spot. Remember, Trump wants to portray himself as the tough guy who stands up to China, Russia, and Iran. But what the Bushes are saying is that he's actually weakening America by turning friends into enemies and by confusing bluster with strategy.
I cashed out many a tab for those poor bastards who had to string together Trump's failings to smoke and mirror his success. So, like my colleagues at NBC and the chicken salad chefs at Mark Burnett, I can say firsthand what became the Lion of Mar-a-Lago. Started out as a made-for-TV paper tiger, sold American. That's from the Keepers of the Truth and the Ghosts of the Bel Air Bar and Grill.
And the timing couldn't be worse for Trump. He's already drowning in indictments, civil trials, and investigations into his business empire. The last thing he needs is a Bush family voice reminding voters of what Republican leadership used to look like. Dignity may not win elections by itself, but compared to Trump's scandals, it suddenly looks appealing again. This moment is bigger than one feud. It's a sign that even inside the GOP, the cracks are widening. Trump wants to rule the party with fear, but fear has an expiration date. And every time a Bush, a Cheney, or a Romney speaks out, it chips away at the myth of Trump's inevitability. So here's the real question. Will Republicans listen, or will they keep letting Trump drag the party further into chaos? Because if the Bushes are speaking up, that means the knives are out. And Donald Trump, for once, may not be the one holding them.